Greetings, adventurers, I am thy dungeon master, and welcome again to Pathfinder Banter, part 3 of our alignment grid series.
The evil alignments.
Despicable, dastardly.
Evil.
The evil alignments often represent the villains of most games. Now, I will often not allow players to play an evil character, at least in my personal games. Yeah, I know that isolates about half of you. You're like, but Dungeon Master, I want to be evil. Why can't I be evil? Well, players who want to be evil, tough luck. You're playing Pathfinder. In Pathfinder, you're typically a good guy. But if your DM allows it, or if you want to do a fully evil campaign, well then evil can be quite fun indeed. But DMs, I do recommend you set a strict limit on making sure they don't double cross the party. You don't want to turn it into a one-man show. But again, that's up to you. As long as everybody's having fun, who cares? Where was I? Oh yeah!
Lawful evil.
Lawful evil is a diabolical villain. Kind of the snidely whiplash planner, developing Machiavellian-style schemes. They have a will to dominate, to enslave. Now here's the thing though, lawful evil people don't actually think that they're necessarily evil. They just think they're naturally qualified to solve problems that others simply can't. That they're simply qualified to lead, and they just do what they must. Or they do what they have to do to get by, to survive. It's a cutthroat world out there. And the only way that you can survive is to be the most cutthroats. But a lawful evil person doesn't necessarily look at life that way, at least outwardly. They'll always follow the law, to an extent. They'll allow you to pick up your sword if they disarm you. Heck, they're better than you. They don't lie, they don't need to. They'll tell you how much you suck. They're arrogant and self-absorbed. They derive pleasure from dominating, really. Though they wouldn't call it that. They would actually consider themselves benevolent leaders. A perfect example of a lawful evil character is Lex Luthor, or Darth Vader. The lawful evil gods are Zon-Kuthon and Asmodeus.
Neutral evil.
I find neutral evil to be kind of difficult to talk about, and the way that I describe them mostly is someone who is completely and utterly selfish and self-absorbed. If neutral good is committed to benevolence, theirs is committed to sadism. They believe that they are better than you, and they will do whatever they possibly can to step on you. And they probably will delight in watching you squirm. They're dedicated to the cause of spreading evil, in the sense of just doing whatever they believe is fun or feels good. Now, they don't destroy for destruction's sake. They do it for different reasons. They will destroy because they don't really feel like they have any other choice, or because it's simply fun. A good example of a neutral evil character is Scar from The Lion King. He committed fratricide, killed his own brother so that he could become king. All he had in his entire life was selfish ambition. Even his hyena friends were just tools to be used and discarded when they were no longer necessary. Only he matters. That's the outlook of a neutral evil character. The neutral evil gods are Urgathoa and Nergober. And finally,
Chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil is easy. Think the Joker. Basically petty puppy strangling maniacs. They'd kick a baby off of a cliff for a ham sandwich. A chaotic evil person is impossible to predict. They do things simply because it's fun, or because they wanted to, or because they want to watch somebody burn, squirm. They find it funny.
Lawful evil.
Or
Neutral evil.
wouldn't necessarily consider themselves bad guys. A chaotic evil person would. Heck, they'd relish it. They'd love the title. That's why most chaotic evil characters are usually insane. They're monsters, sadists, and they kill for pleasure. Different than their other evil counterparts, the reason that they kill or destroy is because they want to. They thought the fire looked pretty on the orphanage. All they wish is to spread discord and pain, and they really have no regard for their own lives either. They don't care whether they live or die. A chaotic evil player is a dangerous player, and DMs, beware should they ever be in a party. They're kind of nuts. Players who want to play a chaotic evil character. Really? Okay. The chaotic evil gods are Lamashtu and the World Destroyer himself, Rovagug. Thanks, and this has been Pathfinder Banter. Subscribe below if you like what I said, and I hope to see you again next week, where I get my players in front of the camera and tell you a little bit about themselves and their characters. Fight well, and happy gaming.
We here at Pathfinder Banter wanted to thank you for walking through all the alignments with us, and if you missed them, check out the good and neutral videos as well. If you haven't had the pleasure of joining in on one of our live streams, I'd invite you to do so. Each week, TDM writes a fantastic adventure and you get to be the first to see it unfold along with us, the players.